Okay, so I think what we're going to do here, or end up having to do, is select these two polygons and inset them. Let me go ahead and just inset them so I can get those vertices away. I may have to clean up something right here, so make sure it's not by polygon. Yeah, it's by, definitely want to do it by group. Accept that. Let's go back into vertice mode and then start to move some of these guys. If you ever get to the point where you can only move in one direction, as I move this, it's only going up or down, just click on the yellow squarish area that's in the center between the two sticks, and then that'll let you move that. Now what I can do, because we inset this, I've got the ability to bring this geometry down here, and this will become this dented in area of the ear there. We're going to do something similar here. I'll do that a little bit later, but we'll inset these, and then we'll have this area that we can pull up. Right now I'm just trying to keep the geometry as simple as possible. Okay, so because we pulled all this in here to refine this inner ear area, we now need to basically pull these vertices from around the back of the ear down here. So it's one of those things where, because we were redefining this, now we've got a situation where we need to move stuff. And basically, you end up moving each successive one a little bit less, and then eventually you don't have to move any more because it all kind of evens out okay. So that's about where we're at. I don't think we have to move. In fact, this one can actually probably go the other direction. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Now, if we were to look at this, let's hit M for the material editor, and we can bring our opacity up. We're looking at the wrong one. Let's see. It helps if you use the right slider. I didn't have the opacity slider chosen. I was messing around with this self-illumination one. Anyway, so if you look at this, basically it's still just a flat object. We've just sort of cut it up lots of different ways. Or we didn't even cut it up, we just basically moved vertices around. Alright, so what we want to do now, and we could maybe hit Alt-X just for this purpose. Let me go back into my left view. Also, you notice how it gets fuzzy and then kind of fuzzes out again? That's because we're in realistic mode. Let's just go to shaded, and then it won't, keep changing like that. Okay, so what I want the part of my ear here that basically is this outer rim and then the little section that comes in. So I'm going to go into polygon mode and just start selecting some of these polygons. So just coming around. And you remember we focused on having two polygons making up this main little section that comes in. Alright, so what we want to do is extrude this. And we should be doing this in the perspective so you can kind of see how deep it is. And I usually just make it the same height as one half of this depth here. So basically it will look like you've got three polygons here that are the same, approximately the same height. Something like that. And then I accept that. Okay. So this is a good start. If you were to smooth this, you would see the beginnings of an ear happening here. But let's go ahead and start, let's continue, in other words, moving some of the other things up and down and then see what happens as we shape this.